Hello everyone, it's Maha. I wanted to show you guys what November looks like in Vancouver right now. I'm just walking in a park and there's a little squirrel over there. So, I just love this month. I love November because the colors of the leaves are so gorgeous. Most people where I live don't love November, actually don't really like the fall because they say it rains too much, but I don't know. I don't actually agree. I think even though it rains a little bit, it shines again and it's just so gorgeous. And I love how nature is just in this regeneration mode right now, and I don't see anything dying. I just see beauty everywhere. And yeah, like look at all the colors. Changing colors are so gorgeous. I think this month the deck that I've chosen is quite appropriate for what I see all around me. So I can't wait to share that with you, and I just wanted to show you how beautiful fall is right now. So let's go ahead and have a look at taro leaves. So the deck I'm going to show you for my pick of this month, the taro leaves, is a very unique deck, you guys. And I was so excited to do this pick for November because I haven't heard on YouTube much discussions and conversations about this deck. It is a deck by Schiffer, so as you can see, it comes with this really beautiful box that opens up. Created by Beth Seilonen. She illustrated and wrote the little book that it comes with. This is a very unique deck. It's very different. I've read mixed reviews. Some people really don't resonate with this deck. Some people love it. Personally, I love it, but it kind of is my style of artwork, if I could say I have a style. Well, I just wanted to point out the painting behind me. This is one of the paintings that I've done. You probably see it you probably have already seen it in some of my other videos. So I like work that's peaceful yet has a lot of detail. And that's what I like to do in my own work. I put a lot of intricate detail into something, and then I leave this blank space, like blank white space, to create a breathing space for the viewer to be able to go into the focal point of the image. You'll see in the second half of this video when I'm going to do a little walkthrough of some of the cards I've chosen to show, some of my favorite ones. You'll see that there is that white on white, like the borders are white. I'll show you here one of the cards that you'll see later on. So you got the image and then you got the white border. The image is on a white background, which can be really strange for some people. That's why I'm saying it's not for everybody. If you're the type of person who, let's say if you had to have a painting in your house or your home, if you like a painting that grabs you, that's very dramatic, that's got like reds and yellows and oranges and, you know, abstract. If you like that kind of artwork, I'm not sure if you would love this. I'm the kind of person, I like to have a painting on my wall that that every time I look at it, I can find something else in it, that I can just look at it for a long time, like for hours, and just kind of like follow different things with my eyes and find something new every time. So if that's more the kind of person you are, then you probably resonate a lot with this deck. I really like how she's done this very intricate detailing on each leaf, and that was really hard for me to film. I've already finished filming the walkthrough and it was really hard. So what I did is I took a few photographs, and after I finished talking here with the intro, before you get into looking at the cards, I just put some better, like as best as I could, quality photographs to show you the details, because I think it's really not possible to appreciate the deck unless you see what the artwork truly looks like. That I always find hard. I mean, I always find it hard, like with the filming of YouTube. It's never really exactly how it is, but I'm sure everybody already knows that. So the book starts with a really short intro, just a couple of pages, and then it goes to the major arcana cards, and it's literally just one little paragraph for each card. Minor arcana as well. And then at the end, and the descriptions are really simple. They're nothing very, I don't know, extravagant. So you get at the end, you get a three card spread and a 7 card spread, which I actually quite like, and I've already tried it with other tarot decks. I like this 7 card spread because it's almost like an in between a 3 card and a Celtic cross. I'm just going to read you a short, just a sentence here about her idea behind the deck. It's quite beautiful. The beauty of life is reflected within the leaves through the color, symbols, and imagery which overlaps with the veins of a leaf, much like that of a palm of a hand to a palmist. That which is most relevant at the time is revealed to the querent. The back of the book is nice. I like it. This is the 10 of Wands, which you'll see. This is one of my all-time favorite cards. And I took 2 pictures of some of the cards that I haven't shown. So, okay, so this is the back of the card. And there are 4 different types of leaves on the back. There are 4. There are apple, maple, birch, and oak. So there's 4 because she explains that where she was growing up as a child, those are the trees that were surrounding her childhood years where she lived, her home. And then what she did is for the major arcana, she's mixed the 4 types of leaves. So every image is on a leaf. Like for example, this is the Justice card, and it's on an apple leaf, I believe. Yes. And then you have 9 of Swords here. That's on an oak leaf. And the 8 of Wands. So the wands are the birch leaf. Every suit is given each one of the 4 suits is given 1 leaf. So the wands, the first one I showed was just a major arcana card, so that's a blend of all the 4 cards. The wands are birch. The cups are maple. This is 7 of cups. And the swords are oak, which you saw here, one of them. And then the apple is the pentacle. And I talk about that when I'm doing the walkthrough. So let's go ahead and look at the cards, and I hope you enjoy my walkthrough and talking about them a little bit. Tell me what you think after you watch the video. All right, I'm going to start by showing you guys some of the major arcana cards that I really like. This is the Magician card. And I really like this. It's a totally different perspective from the other tarot card magician cards because you see what he's looking at. So you're seeing the altar, like the what's on the altar. I'm gonna point with my chopstick here. So here you've got the cup, the sword, the wand, and then the pentacles here in the corner, and then that's the infinity sign if you can make it out. This is the best I could do for as far as the lighting. This deck is going to be one of the hardest decks to film because of the white background and all the details in it, and it's watercolor, so it's really subtle. So just keep that in mind, that when you look at it in real life, it's so much more beautiful. So I like this because it makes you feel like you are the magician and you're the one who has the control of your thoughts and the power of your using the 4 elements in your mind. That's really great. The High Priestess card I really like too. It's quite peaceful, elegant. She's there with her veils. You see how her veil kind of falls down, and this is the ocean, the crescent moon, the 2 pillars, and then the full moon. Very in kind of to me, it says a lot about the subconscious. The Emperor card I really like. I like that there's all the symbolism of the Emperor in there. So there's the Mars sign, Ram, the Sun, and the Moon is nice too because it kind of gives that balance of that polarity, bringing those 2 in balance. And he looks quite he looks like quite a nice Emperor to me. There's a Lover's card. Hermit. I really like this one. Very peaceful. How you can see his face, close his eyes, and looks like he's like in a meditative pose. And then there's that flame in the background. How he's holding it. Okay, so this is gonna be probably my most favorite Tower card ever. I love this card. I love how it's abstract, kind of. It gives me the feeling of you know, the autumn leaves, the dry autumn leaves. If you step on it, it crushes into little pieces. And I like how that is portrayed here. It kind of like the leaf is just shattered, like sudden change, sudden shatter. It's just so great. And if you could see it, the tower is right in the middle, and the lightning, a really small lightning, is just hitting the tower, and it's just broken into pieces. I love that. It's like sudden shock. It speaks so much to me. And it's very balanced. The Star card is also really nice. There's the 2 cups pouring the water, and it goes down this stream, down to the stem of the leaf. I love that. A very peaceful card. So far, you may notice a little bit of like the lack of human figures in a lot of the cards. And I like that because it puts you in the picture. It puts you as the observer. There's the Moon card, the wolf and the dog, the moon, the sun. I like how the sun just is burning to the top, disappears. And I love this Death card, one of my favorite Death cards. It looks peaceful to me. The Grim Reaper just floating, holding his lantern, and everybody's down here sleeping. The trees are naked, that kind of bare regeneration time of the year gives that sense to me. I really like it. The use of color is super important in these cards. This is the Hangman. It's not that different from Rider-Waite system, but I still like it. So, oh, this is the World card. I love this one. I like the infinity sign on top here. And again, that lack of the human form, which puts you in the picture, I really like. Then I'm going to show you the aces. This is the Ace of Cups. This is great. How the cup is right here, and then the handle of the cup just goes to the stem of the leaf, and then all the water here, like outpouring of emotions. And there's the full moon, again emotions, and the maple leaf is for cups. Ace of Wands is birch leaf. I love that burst of energy with the sun there, and these little birch leaves, kind of like sun rays, and the tree there. Very creative. It's really, it's hard to do. It's hard to put all these little images in tiny images and little leaves. This is the apple leaf for Ace of Pentacles and the Suit of Pentacles, and I love how she draws the pentacles. It's 3D rather than just like a simple lines. And then apple tree I thought was perfect for pentacles because apples remind me of the earth element, pentacles. And then the air, the suit of swords, is depicted by maple leaves. All the images are on the maple leaves. And I think that's perfect because the maple leaf has, sorry, I said maple, I meant oak. This is oak. Oak has these sharp corners to the edges of the leaves, which is suitable for swords in the way I see it. And then I'm going to show you the pages. I'm going to show you some of the court cards because I really like the court cards. I'll start with the page of swords because that's the suit of swords, so you can see the sharp thing I'm talking about. So this is the page of swords. So if you could just tune in and center your eyes here at the corner of the leaves. Do you see how it's like jaggedy and the clouds are here? So it reminds me of that, the jaggedy sky, like the moving motion sky, and the element of air, and the sharpness of sword, sharpness of the mind. And his eyes are just, you know, watchful. They're looking as if he's just ready. It's not just aloof eyes. And then you have the page of pentacles. She's holding a book. And I love her eyes too. It's like kind of watery, like she's thinking about all the things that she's learned. It reminds me of that. I love the way she draws the eyes. She puts a lot of effort into painting the little details in the images. This is so cute. It's a page of wands, really playful to me. I think she's stuck with the hair coloring of the you know, the colors of the hair for what they say with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. This is like she's got red hair for the wands. And she just looks like she's playing in nature, like running around, very, very curious about everything. Page of Cups, similar to RWS. I'm just going to say RWS. I feel like saying Rider-Waite-Smith all the time because I want to make sure I add the Smith in there. Because, I mean, after all, she painted all the images. Most people just say Rider-Waite. The Queen of Swords, really great. Again, look at her eyes. To me, her eyes say a lot. Again, it's like she's not looking at anywhere in particular. She's just kind of dazing in space, which gives me the feeling that she's detached, which is that element of air, the emotional detachment. One of the things I think about. The butterfly just sitting on the edge of the sword is also really, really nice because it's like the beauty, the softness of the edge of how a sword could cut. It's sharp, but it can also have show beauty, simple beauty. Queen of Wands. I always notice the eyes, so I notice her eyes again. She looks like she's not aloof. She's not dazed. She's looking at something. She's looking at you. She knows what she wants. She knows what she wants. I like the way the cat is painted. See, the vein of the leaves are like everything is transparent because it's watercolor. So the veins kind of go through. And I think the images are they're very balanced compositionally. I always think of this law of composition in art, where if you want something to be balanced in an image, the object has to touch at least 3 sides of the paper. So 1, 2, 3. That's very balanced right there. Not all of them are like that, but most of them are. King of Wands. So when an image is balanced, it's good because it allows the viewer's eyes to go through the whole picture. So your eye is not just looking at one object stuck in the middle of the paper. It goes around and around, and in that way, the viewer is able to pick up on many different things that are going on in the image. I really like the King of Wands. He looks very powerful. He has the salamander on his chest and the cross of matter, which is a very stable I guess he associates the kings with fixed, the element fixed, the mode fixed. And if you're not familiar with that, that's okay. It's just that I know a lot about astrology, so I always bring it in everything. King of Swords. And he knows what he wants. Definitely. He's very strong-minded. There's the sharp sword, and then the blue looking like the air, the sky in the background. So fixed, basically fixed as opposed to cardinal and mutable. Fixed is more stability. And the kings with the golden dawn are associated to the mode, the fixed mode, although I don't personally go with that all the time. I go with what I see a lot of times. So King of Cups. And I love the ocean in the background, how it's so serene. And he looks like in control of his emotions. Again, I notice his eyes. King of Pentacles. So the skin color, the dark skin color, I guess is here linked to the suit of Pentacles. And the apple there, this is the apple leaf. And the apple symbolizing nature, the element of earth, nurturing and abundance from nature. Four of Wands. I like this card. It's very sweet. To me, it's very peaceful. There are little yellow flowers. There's the sun and nice color, green for the grass and the sky. Very peaceful. And then the Nine of Wands. See the difference in these two? It's the same type of leaf. It's also birch. And look at how the wands are depicted. This is really cool. This is a very different Nine of Wands also. Very hard to see, but there's a figure sitting on top of the hill. And all these wands are surrounding that figure, especially on the bottom of this hill. Ten of Wands. Okay, this is another one of my most favorite cards in this deck, and probably one of my most favorite Ten of Wands of all time. I love this one. I think that the fact that there isn't as much figures in these cards is interesting because it puts nature into the idea of nature being the body. So you really see that. I really see that here with the tree being the body. Like that is the body. Sometimes I see the leaf as being the body. This one speaks a lot to me. I love this image. I could just have a poster of this one. And the Two of Swords. Okay, so we go into I'm just showing you some of my favorite sword cards now. He's on top here, blindfolded, making a decision. The sword handles are red, which is interesting, and he's wearing a red blindfold. I'm going to show you the Three of Swords, even though it's not my favorite, because I always want to see the Three of Swords when I look at decks. I think this one could have been more creative. In fact, actually, the Four of Swords, when I first saw it, reminded me of Three of Swords. Because I just saw these three right away. I didn't see this one here because it's green and these ones are blue. So, and it just didn't give me the feeling of Four of Swords. So I just wanted to show that as well. Six of Swords, it's a nice one. This one is also, it is probably the one that's the most similar to RWS, just with like same with the Hangman. But I like it. I like the colors. I like the way it is designed. The Eight of Swords. I love this one. Okay, so look at the leaf. The leaf is wrapped up. That is the body. There is no body here. It's missing. You are the leaf. That's what I feel when I see this. I feel like I'm the same as nature. And I'm bound here in this image. Ten of Swords. I also like to look at this particular card in the Suit of Swords whenever I look at a tarot deck. And I actually like this one. I like how the swords are red. Three of Pentacles. Another one that reminds me of the Magician card. It's like you're looking at the working table right there in front of you with the ruler, pencil, all the like drawing materials, an architectural design of a building. That's neat. It's again like it makes me feel like I'm right there. I'm the one who's creating. And the three pentacles are nice on top there. The three parts of us, body, mind, spirit, in action. Five of Pentacles. Notice the use of colors is really important. Again, those cool colors gives you that the different kind of emotion from the like the warm colors that we just looked at. And I like that the tree is bare. That definitely to me symbolizes winter, cold. Six of Pentacles I really like. Also, there's a hand giving and a hand receiving. I love the way the watercolor is blended and it bleeds on the paper. If you actually look at it in real life, you can see the texture of the watercolor paper, like that rough watercolor paper texture. And if you are someone who does watercolor art, you will really love and appreciate the way, the attention to detail that's given in these cards. And like, look at this little tiny edge. I notice these things. I always, I love it. I pick up on these little things. It's just really what makes this deck for me. Nine of Pentacles. I love that there's a parrot. And again, Nine of Pentacles, you're the one who's looking here. You're the one. It's almost like you're that woman in Nine of Pentacles with that bird in front of her, and then all the flowers growing around you, that feeling of warm abundance, perhaps luxury. Parrots really symbolize luxury and happiness, maybe fulfillment, and many different things. Those are just some things. And I love how these morning glories, I think they are, have a pentacle in the middle. That's very creative. You know what? I just kind of saw that. 10 of Pentacles. That one speaks for itself, and I really like that one. A very happy card. Then we go into some of the cups. This is the Two of Cups. I like this one, how there's that sense of balance and harmony. These two cups coming together. The Three of Cups, celebration. Again, lack of figures. I love how you can get that sense of celebration, and it looks like there's wine in the cups. It's red. It reminds me of celebrating. And then Five of Cups, the wine has tipped over. But in the background right here, just in the background, hazy, there are two cups sitting on pedestals, like gallery presentation. So that is what's behind, and perhaps what is forefront is what we see that's tipped over. But really there's other emotions in the background that are kept still present. And then there's raindrops pouring down. It gives me that idea that there's still water there. It's not all gone. There's still hope. Six of Cups. I like this one because it's different. The children playing are not presented here. Again, the lack of human figures gives you a different sense of the image. And I like how there is that kind of like lightness and happiness, perhaps. These flowers are falling like feathers, really light. And then you got that butterfly on the edge of the cups, which could symbolize hope and happiness and bringing beauty. Also maybe transformation, so if you think of the past. Seven of Cups, I really think this is great. It makes me feel like I'm looking at those choices that are presented in front of me. I like the colors too. Nine of Cups, I love that there's a parrot, and the grape really makes you think of luxuries, satisfaction, fulfillment, and all the cups are there, stable, sitting. And I really like the Ten of Cups as well. It's just got that harmonious energy, balance, and everything seems to be working out. Last card I'm going to show you is the Eight of Cups, which I usually look for as well. I like how you could see his face. Well, you don't know if it's a he or she actually, but it reminds me of the Hermit that we just saw. And he's walking away, and there's a night sky, and the cups are all there, one on top. Okay, so I really want to know what you guys think about this deck. Write me a comment below, and thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm sending you lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye.